In a world that often tells us to hustle, strive, and keep pushing forward at all costs, there's something that we tend to overlook, something that might just be the key to lasting peace and growth. It's the simple yet profound practice of self-compassion. We've all heard the phrase, "You have to be tough to succeed," or "no pain, no gain." The message is clear: only through relentless effort and harshness can we achieve our goals. But what if I told you that true strength, true success, and true peace are found not in pushing ourselves to the limit, but in showing ourselves kindness, especially when life feels hard? Being kind to yourself isn't a luxury or something only for times of ease. It's essential, especially in the challenging moments. In fact, self-compassion can be the key to unlocking deeper strength and resilience, not only during tough times, but also in the pursuit of our everyday goals. So today, let's talk about the power of self-compassion, why being kind to yourself is not only beneficial, but essential, and how embracing this practice can change your life for the better. I can count how many times in my life I've been my own harshest critic. I've set high expectations for myself, pushed myself beyond my limits, and then felt disappointed when I didn't live up to my own standards. I used to think that this was the only way to succeed, that if I wasn't constantly pushing, I wasn't trying hard enough. But over time, I realized something important. The more I criticized myself, the harder it became to move forward. The more I focused on my flaws and mistakes, the more I felt defeated. It wasn't until I started practicing self-compassion, allowing myself to be imperfect, offering myself kindness during my struggles, that I began to see real growth. I realized that being kind to myself was not a weakness. It was the most powerful thing I could do for my well-being. And I know many of you might be feeling the same way, like if you just push harder, things will improve. But the truth is, self-compassion is a powerful tool that helps you recover, heal, and continue to grow, all while maintaining peace within yourself. Self-compassion is a simple but powerful practice, treating yourself with the same kindness, care, and understanding that you would offer to a friend who's struggling. It's about showing yourself the same compassion you would extend to others when they face difficulties. Self-compassion involves three main elements: self-kindness. Rather than criticizing yourself when you make a mistake, you offer yourself understanding and care. You treat yourself with the same kindness you would show a friend. Common humanity, recognizing that we are all imperfect and that suffering and setbacks are part of the human experience. You are not alone in your struggles. Everyone faces challenges and has moments of imperfection. Mindfulness, being mindful of your emotions and thoughts without over-identifying with them. It's about acknowledging your feelings and accepting them without judgment, instead of suppressing or ignoring them. In a world that often promotes perfectionism, self-compassion is a radical act. But here's the thing. Self-compassion is not about letting yourself off the hook or avoiding responsibility. It's about understanding that you are worthy of care, even when things go wrong. It's about seeing your imperfections as part of your humanity, not as something that needs to be fixed. So why is self-compassion essential? Let's break it down. Reduces stress and anxiety. When you practice self-compassion, you're not adding more pressure on yourself to be perfect. Instead of focusing on what you did wrong, you acknowledge that mistakes are part of life. This takes away some of the stress and anxiety that comes from constantly striving for unattainable standards. Fosters emotional resilience. Life will always present challenges, but how we respond to those challenges determines our resilience. Self-compassion allows you to recover more quickly from setbacks. Instead of staying stuck in self-criticism, you move through the challenge with understanding and care, which helps you grow stronger each time. Enhances self-worth. When you practice self-compassion, you stop measuring your worth by your achievements or failures. Your value comes from being human, not from being perfect. This leads to a healthier, more stable sense of self-worth, promotes healing and growth. Self-compassion doesn't mean avoiding difficult emotions or experiences. It means accepting them and treating yourself with kindness through them. This helps you process your emotions and grow from your experiences rather than letting them define you negatively. Improves relationships with others. When you treat yourself with compassion, it becomes easier to extend that same compassion to others. Self-compassion helps you build deeper, more authentic relationships, as you are more likely to be kind and patient with others when you practice that same attitude toward yourself. Now that we understand why self-compassion is essential, let's talk about how to practice it in your own life. Here are a few simple steps. Be kind to yourself in moments of struggle. When you face difficulty or make a mistake, instead of criticizing yourself, say something kind. Treat yourself like you would treat a close friend who's going through the same thing. Acknowledge the pain, but also offer yourself comfort and encouragement. Acknowledge your humanity. Remind yourself that imperfection is a part of being human. Mistakes, setbacks, and struggles are normal. Everyone faces them. Don't isolate yourself by thinking you're the only one experiencing difficulty. Embrace the fact that it's okay to be imperfect. Practice mindfulness. Take time to reflect on your thoughts and emotions. Be aware of your feelings, but don't let them control you. Practice accepting your feelings without judgment. Let them come and go without getting attached to them. Forgive yourself. Forgiveness is a big part of self-compassion. When you make mistakes, allow yourself to forgive them. Understand that you're doing the best you can and that growth comes from learning, not from beating yourself up. Celebrate your small wins. Instead of only focusing on what went wrong, take a moment to celebrate what went right, even if it's something small. Recognize your efforts and progress and acknowledge the strength it takes to keep going. As I close, I want to leave you with this thought. Self-compassion is not a luxury. It is essential for your well-being, resilience, and growth. When you are kind to yourself, you unlock your true strength. It's through compassion, not criticism, that you can heal, grow, and move forward with a sense of peace and purpose. So, be kind to yourself. Embrace your imperfections. Recognize that you are worthy of love and care, even when you're struggling. And know that in those moments of difficulty, you are building the strength that will carry you through. If this video has inspired you to practice more self-compassion, I'd love to hear your thoughts. How do you show kindness to yourself in tough times? Share your experiences in the comments below. And if you believe in the power of self-compassion, join our community by subscribing. Thank you for being here today, and I look forward to the next time we can explore life's deeper truths together.